Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 20 and we will present our topic, which is Nikah khitbah. My name is Nurul Aina Shakira and I will be the first presenter. This is my group member, which consists of Sister Nur Atira, Sister Nur Wadina, Sister Nur Aisha and Sister Rubaya. I will start with the introduction of our topic, which is what is Nikah khitbah. But first, let's take a look on the meaning of the word nikah and khitbah on the broad and specific meaning. In the broad meaning, nikah means intercourse and union, while in specific meaning, nikah means an akad that allow husband-wife relationship permissible in a lawful way. On the other hand, khitbah in the broad meaning means engagement or proposal. In specific meaning, khitbah means a request for marriage from a man to a woman. To sum up, nikah khitbah means a nikah which is done with the suspension of some rights or responsibility for a stipulated amount of time. Hukum for nikah khitbah is harus. In marriage to be legal in Islam, the rukun nikah and condition for the marriage to be legal must be fulfilled. Rukun nikah consists of 5, which include groom, bride, wali, 2 of witnesses, and ijab and kabul. Firstly, condition for the marriage to be legal is groom, which is the groom must be a Muslim, a specific man, not within ihram haji or umrah, not having 4 wives, voluntarily and not under duress, and must be a man and not kunsa mushkil. On the other hand, condition for bride for the marriage to be legal is the bride must be a Muslim, a specific woman, not within ihram haji or umrah, not a muhrim to the prospective husband, and not a wife to another person, and not within the period of iddah in connection with that person. In terms of wali, the condition is a Muslim, baligh, voluntarily and under duress, not within ihram haji or umrah, not fasik, and a person of sound mind. In nikah, it requires 2 witnesses and its condition is a Muslim, person of sound mind, person who can hear, see and speak, person who understands the requirement of sirah, ijab and kabul, and they must be just. Lastly, ijab and kabul's condition is divided into sirah ijab and sirah kabul. In sirah ijab, the condition is lafaz tajweed or nikah or the translation of both in whatever language shall be used, and it may be made by the wali himself or his representative. In sirah kabul, the condition is an acceptance from the man himself or his representative of the sirah ijab without the insertion of any extraneous word or undue delay. That's all from me, and I will pass on to the next presenter, Sister Rubaya.
Assalamualaikum. I am Rubaya and I will continue with the objectives of Nikah khitbah. With this, we can get a better understanding about why Nikah khitbah is done. The first objective is the protection of human morals. Basically, a contract of marriage or nikah allows humans to form a legal relationship between genders, followed by establishing a family of their own by having children. This helps in preserving human nature and culture. Additionally, it helps in fulfilling the need of human beings. Thus, nikah is considered to be a strong cord which protects the morals of man and woman, because without nikah, their relationship would be illegal and their acts would be immoral. The second objective is the establishment of Islamic society. In order to create an ideal Islamic society, it starts from the establishment of families. Through nikah, both husband and wife would have to perform their social responsibilities. The wife would be regarded as the protector and supervisor of the house. Meanwhile, the husband has the responsibility to maintain the livelihood of the family. Therefore, both will continue to fulfill their responsibilities, and by the time comes, their children will take over and continue their legacy. Through this process, the good element gets developed in Islamic society and there remains no possibility of mischief. The last objective is love and affection among the spouses. This means creating mutual love between both the husband and wife, and this can be achieved through happiness and satisfaction within the marriage. In Surah Al-Araf, verse 189, Allah said that He is the one who created you from a single soul, and then from it made its spouse so he may find comfort in her. After he had been united with her, she carried a light burden that developed gradually. When it grew heavy, they prayed to Allah, their Lord, "If you grant us good offspring, we will certainly be grateful." This verse explains peace, satisfaction, and love are to be found within each other. That is all for the objectives of Nikah khitbah. Now I will pass it to Sister Athira.
Next, what is the responsibilities of husband to wife and wife to husband? The responsibilities of husband to wife are he need to pay alimony of her wife every month, make accommodations and take care of the wife's requirements. He also need to get along well with his wife when during jima. He also need to upbringing the wife. Other than that, a husband need to respect the wife and act with decency, and also make the wife pleased while also considering her sentiments. A husband also need to preserve the wife's shame and respectability. How about the responsibilities of wife to husband? A wife need to keep her dignity, especially if the husband is not home. For instance, preventing any males from entering the home who are not mahrams or whom the husband despises. Other than that, she need to follow the spouse's instruction as long as they are not immoral and always treat the husband with respect on the inside and out. She also need to give husband and kids undivided attention. For the sake of own self and family's health, she need to keep the house clean, and also safeguarding the husband's asset and confidence. A wife also need to keep husband and wife's relationship a secret at all times, and leaving the house only an emergency and only with the husband's consent. A wife also need to dress only for her husband.
Can husband and wife have physical intimacy during that period? Yes. When a man and woman are married, it is permissible for them to have any physical intimacy, including sexual intercourse. However, they should have good communication, so their responsibility as husband and wife in fulfilling the rights of their respective spouse can be properly done in any circumstance.
To sum up, Nikah khitbah is a great option for couples who desperately want to get married but are hindered by a number of unavoidable factors. It may be a bit awkward and foreign to the Malay community, but the need is still there to prevent the occurrence of worst cases such as having a child out of wedlock. Moreover, Nikah khitbah is a sunnah practice. Both Sayyidatina Aisyah radhiyallahu anhu and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam underwent nikah khitbah. According to the hadith narrated by Imam Bukhari and Muslim, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam married Sayyidatina Aisyah radhiyallahu anhu when she was 6 years old. They lived separately and only lived in the same house when Aisyah was 9 years old. Other than nikah khitbah being a sunnah, it also has other benefits such as, first, it can prevent adultery, which is zina. Since they are a legal married couple according to religious laws, if during that period they go out alone, it is not wrong in Islam and not considered zina. Secondly, it can also reduce the rate of birth out of wedlock. Since nikah khitbah is just the same as usual marriage, if pregnancy occurs, then the child is considered a legitimate child. Nikah khitbah can also decrease the cases of forced abortion or abandonment of the baby.